where two lines meet. Okay? We are still finding that point. That is a point. That's an X and a Y value, whatever the X is and whatever the Y is. That is what we're finding. Monday, we did that by looking at a graph and finding that point. Today, we are going to do it using algebra and something called substitution. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing, but using algebra. Okay, stay with me, write everything down. All right, here's our first example. Please write the example down, raise your hand when you are ready to start. This is the only way I know how to make sure I'm not going too fast, you guys, but you gotta participate, you gotta raise your hand. Okay, all right, here we go. Okay, follow me. You are substituting in for a letter, okay? So I have two equations here. I have a red and a blue. Monday, we would have graphed them and found where they met. Today, we're going to substitute, and here's what we're going to do. You are going to take this blue equation, y equals negative 4x. You're going to take that negative 4x, and you are going to substitute it for, I can take this y and get rid of it and plug in a negative 4x. And here's what I get. Negative 4x equals 3x plus 14. So I literally substitute or replace this y right here with this negative 4x. The reason we do that is because now I can solve for x. And my whole goal here, the solution, is to find the x value and the y value where these two equations meet. So by substituting, I can now solve for x, okay, using all the things that we did in the very first unit of this year. That is not going away, okay? So in math, you can't just skip over stuff and hope that you'll never have to do it again. We're going to subtract 3x. So we get all our x's to one side. Negative 4x minus 3x is a negative 7x equals 14. And then we're going to divide by negative 7. So this is why we did this the first unit of the year. The negative 7 divided by negative 7 goes away. I get x equals, oops, that's a negative. 14 divided by negative 7 is a negative 2. I have half my answer now. I'm going to go up to where I set up my answer, and I'm going to put a negative 2 where the x goes, because remember, it goes x, y. So I found this x value, negative 2. So that's half my answer. Okay, so this is like step 1. Maybe we should put a little number 1 here. Step 1. Step 2 is to now take that x value and plug it in to either one of these equations and solve for y. So let's plug it in the second one. Y equals negative 4, and instead of an x, I'm going to plug in a 2. Well, what is negative 4 times negative 2? That is 8. So my y value is 8. That is my answer.